Welcome to the Sharp Tank at OwnersBox HQ. Today, our Week 2 best bets for you. Let's go over last week a little bit. We've got a few newcomers to the show. Danny and Jared are here. Sandy, 0-3. He is out.
See ya, bud.
Jared apparently doesn't think his job's that important. He didn't show up today. He went 2-1. He should be still on the show, but he is also out for today's episode. Avery, 2-1. Jeremy, the pity invite, 1-2.
I got the call.
Myself, best on the show. You already knew that, 3-0. Danny, 2-1. She will be the one
Half
person.
point away from
yes,
winning.
we need to talk about that. And Drew, 2-1 as well. Danny had, you had Titans Cardinals over 52. 51 points with 3 minutes left in the third. They didn't score again. Nightmare.
You said to turn off the game because I was hitting for sure, T-Mac. That did happen.
I didn't even know that it didn't hit until Sunday night.
I fully thought it did too.
That's incredible.
We all thought it was the Lions-Niners game that somehow you got a weird line on that you took, that you lost. But
Yeah.
nope.
Danny got it early.
Yeah.
Danny got it early.
Sharp.
That's sharp. Okay, we'll start with let's start with favorites today. Drew, get us going with your favorite.
All right, T-Mac. My favorite is your favorite team. It is the Los Angeles Chargers -3 at home against the Cowboys. Look, this might be my favorite bet of 2021 so far.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm going to mush it.
Shut
I'm going to
up.
mush it 100 times to
man.
the point where I won't know if I've mushed it and reverse mushed it or what, but I love the Chargers.
Dude.
I'm not gonna, I love you, Drew, but you were the worst person to watch games with while we gamble.
Why?
Because you
Hands down.
I didn't mush the Browns.
Almost though.
You nearly did.
You
were
tried
like,
your best.
that was the lock of the year.
It was
I'm
in the
pretty sure is what
second
you
quarter.
said. They were like, they're playing the
I
Chiefs.
didn't say it was lock in the air. I said it was mortal. But
Sorry, right. you said
Yeah,
mortal
Mortal, you did
lock.
say
All
that.
right, let me continue on the Chargers
Yes,
here.
yes.
Okay. 83% of the money is on the Cowboys as road underdogs. I hate that. The Cowboys got extremely lucky on Thursday Night Football in Week 1 to keep that game close against the Bucs. I think everyone saw the scoreline and said, oh, they kept it close with the Super Bowl champions. They're a pretty good team. Dak and a really good offense. But the defense is bottom, I'd say, 3 in the NFL. And if they don't get those 4 or 5 lucky turnovers like they did last week, this could be a blowout for the Chargers.
Banged up on defense too.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they don't have Lawrence on defense. I really think the Chargers are going to smash this spread at -3, and I will be laying more than 1 unit on this game.
Drew,
Big words from Drew over
More
there.
than a unit.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Okay.
I
I
love
actually
it.
like it, yeah.
But I hate that you said it was. You said it was the best bet of the year.
It's my favorite bet so far in the year of 2021.
Okay, that's different.
I feel like-
than-
Yeah.
It's different.
Do you think we hear that every week from him? No.
Absolutely.
I haven't seen that before.
We get this is the ugliest bet of the year. We're gonna get something from Drew.
Well, you
every
can't say your favorite bet of the year in week
I
one.
mean like the calendar year. I mean like through the baseball season, through the end of the hockey year.
Jesus, this is not good.
You're
for the
always
Chargers.
gambling.
this is-
You're always gambling, eh?
I might mush it, but if I continue to say that, who knows if I said it an even number, odd number of times. So
He is. They're in a good spot. I don't know if Zach Martin's supposed to play this week or not, too. I love the bet, but again, it's my Chargers. I will never come onto the show and bet on my favorite team. I'll promise you that.
One person dealt with that last week.
Yeah,
Sandy,
paid the
yeah.
price.
Sandy, don't do
lost
it.
by 41 on that one.
There's a few points off.
All right, Danny, let's hear it.
Okay, I have Rams at -3.5. Okay, against the Colts. So we have Stafford and Kupp, their connection. There's an NFL analyst that named Stafford and Kupp as top 10 QB wide receiver. No one said that about Carson Wentz. Or Drew's guy, Paris Campbell.
Yeah.
So you can't really compare the two. And like Colts defense is just like meh. So that's why I'm going Rams -3.5.
Look, no one told us that Matt Stafford and Cooper Kupp have breakfast together.
Fucked me with Robert Woods.
Yep.
Every fantasy league.
That's not fair.
Bullshit. No,
Yep.
it's really not.
Who was it? Frank Amarante that said for this week, KJ Hamler and Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy requested for them to sit next to each other in the locker room.
Avery
Really?
said that, I think.
Avery said that.
Oh, no, Frank did tweet about it, too. I got it
Fade
from Frank.
to
black.
Frank.
Okay, so yeah.
Sharp, yeah.
Wow.
But that was earlier in the offseason, so that's bullshit.
We
too.
got to we got to know about these
I mean,
connections.
Russell Wilson drives D. Eskridge every day to the field, so that might be something if he can return
Oh,
from a
does he?
concussion.
Really?
Oh,
He got
Nice tidbit.
jacked up.
Yeah,
he
he
got a
did.
concussion. I didn't know. I saw the play happen. Looked like a concussion. So, yeah. CTE.
any thoughts on Danny's bet here though?
I kind of worry. Like the line seems.
It's a rat
Yeah,
line
like
here.
I worry.
It
Like
should
I
be
feel
7
like
points.
Like Seahawks did come in and kind of they took it to the Colts. The offense looks really good. Like the Rams' offense is just as good as the Seahawks' offense.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like this is a game where the Rams win by 3.
Oh.
It's on the road favorite.
95% of the money, I think, is on the Rams.
It is.
95?
Yeah, it was like 93 to 96. I can't remember the exact number.
That's insane.
I mean, okay, I didn't see that. That's craziness. That's crazy.
Well,
That
we
is
know
crazy.
we know who your dog is then, like
Yeah.
automatically.
Yeah, we'll get to dogs later, but my favorite is the Packers. The Packers minus 11.5. Aaron Rodgers against the spread after a loss, 33-15 in his career. I want to find out. Was saying before the show, I want to know what his record is after a team loses, or his team loses by 10 plus points. If somebody has that tidbit for me or knows where I can go to find it, please let me know, because I'm sure it's even better than 33-15 against the spread. This team is going to come back at home with a vengeance, and Aaron Rodgers is going to throw for probably 4 touchdowns against the Lions. I'm not afraid. I'm usually very afraid to touch a double-digit spread or double-digit favorite in the NFL. It's usually not a winning formula, but I think this is an exception with Aaron Rodgers and the Packers.
I like the pick.
Yeah, I can't go again. I think everyone believes that they're going to shit pump the Lions, and the Lions should have lost by 21 points at least last week, right?
Yeah. Secondary needs to buckle down for the Packers and not let things crawl back like the Niners did last week.
Good pick. All right. I am going with the Bills minus 3.5. There is a rumor going around that Sandy copied me, but he's out there picking the Bills as well. The defense did look good. Obviously, a disappointing first game, losing to the Steelers, but I think they come in and they just take it to the Dolphins this week. This is obviously a team that could win the Super Bowl, and the line at 3.5. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of money on the Bills. Most of the money is going to be on the Bills, and it's already showing that. But I think the line's just too low. I think they win by a touchdown or more in this game against the Dolphins, even on the road. I think Tua struggles against this defense.
Who's
this
your
week.
favorite team, Jeremy?
Bills, of course.
We knew Jer was Mr. Square, right?
Yeah.
I didn't really like any of the favorites, to be honest. There were a lot of dogs I like, but I think if I'm going to pick a favorite and I don't like any, I'm going to pick my home team here.
I don't like this pick.
Yeah,
I do
you were
think the
defeated
Dolphins are
between it.
frauds.
I don't know.
Tua
I
didn't
think
look good last week, but I do think this is Square City.
It's
because
definitely
this is
Square
a
pick.
this
rat
might come
line.
down to what color of jerseys the Dolphins wear.
Oh, you and the color of jerseys.
If they wear those throwback greens with the orange on the sleeve,
Too early in the year. It actually does look good in September, though.
yeah. But if they wear the light blue, I don't know. You might be right. But if they wear
Blue.
the what do you call that? Green, teal.
Teal.
Teal's a shade of blue.
Sure. Yeah.
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 Just
My girlfriend always says that whenever something is clearly teal, she says it's clearly blue. It's like
that-
you never heard of the word teal. I don't know.
All right, Avery.
all right. Bears minus 1 is the play. The Bengals. Everyone loves the Bengals. Ton of money on the Bengals. This is clearly early season bias. One team looked good. One team looked bad. So everyone's going to put money on the team that looked good. We don't know what these teams are. We're fucking second week of the season. The Bears played the Rams team, and then the Bengals played the fucking shitty Vikings. This just seems easy to me. This was calling me. I saw the pick. I was like, I have to take the Bears. It makes too much sense to me. The Bengals. Joe Burrow looked horrible. The offensive line looked really bad last week, and he's going to face a better defense this week. He's going to struggle this week. It's not going to be the same team.
Dave Montgomery's going to run all over the Bengals this week. I like the pick.
But can the Bears stop the deep pass to Chase and Higgins?
They just have to do it one more time than their offense would score, right?
The Bears secondary is not good. They let up some horrific.
But if their line can't block anyone and they just get to the quarterback, they pressure. He
Yes.
had like the second most pressures, right, against Joe Burrow last week. So not a recipe for success for that O-line.
Yeah, I like that. All right, why don't we go totals, because it sounds like some people have some dogs really barking this week. Is that right, Jer?
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
let's go to totals and then we'll get to dogs.
All right. So pivoting to the total, I am on Packers Lions over 48. T-Mac made some great points about the Packers. Like, they're at home. It's going to be Monday Night Football. Rodgers, everyone thinks he's done. Like, he looked horrible in week 1. He's going to come out there and fire. As much as I hate Aaron Rodgers with every fiber of my being, he is going to destroy the Lions this game. But there's a flip side to this. Dan Campbell's not going to give up on the game, right? The Lions are not going to give up. And I'm not just saying that because of their week 1 performance coming back. I just think they're going to fight, and I don't trust the Packers defense at all. So I think the Lions can still put up some points and get to that over.
I hate the primetime game totals. Like, I just try and stay away from them every fucking week.
Only 48 though. Like, this was in the 50s, I would definitely not.
I'm worried about the Lions scoring the points here. I'm not worried about the Packers putting up points.
Okay. Yeah.
I would say all I'm worried about is like the statement message here from the Packers. But I think if the Lions score 14 points, then we might be in business.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that. 14 points from the Lion would be legit.
And 35 from the Packers.
There you go. 35-14. Final score predicted by Drew. Danny,
Danny,
what do you have total wise?
I have over 50, the 49ers and Eagles. I just think it's going to be a high scoring game. And that's kind of, I like the pick. I don't have anything else to say other than
Last
that.
year, these teams played, and it was way under that.
Well, different
Okay, but
quarterbacks.
Hurts
it's
is here,
different-
But Jalen Hurts is here now.
Different team,
Drew
different
scouting
year.
everyone's picks before the show.
I considered the under there. That's why I'm saying that.
Okay.
I like the over.
The 49ers secondary is very bad. Jason Verrett, torn ACL. That's tough for them. They were horrible after. That's why they gave up so many points to the Lions last week. So if the Eagles want to score points, they're probably going to need to throw the ball. I'm a little worried about Jalen Hurts being able to do that. But I think the 49ers can score as well. Deebo Samuel, big game there. I don't love it. That's a lot of. It's a lot of points. It's a lot of
I know.
points.
Make you cringe, but if it's a winner, it's a winner,
Yeah.
right? That's when they play the game.
That's right.
I think we
Not bad.
potentially
Just go
could
with my
see
gut.
But I'd go the
Hurts
under.
struggle this week.
The 49ers are a pretty good team.
So yeah, well, they'll be well prepared. They need to bounce back defensively. There'll be a message sent to the defensive to show up after letting Jared Goff.
No Robert Saleh anymore. Maybe they're kind of lost without a leader, maybe.
There'll be a message sent. I think they'll be ready. They need to. I haven't looked, but maybe they make an ad in the secondary. They'll probably need to add a free agent or something. My total for this week is I'm all over this Rams Colts game. I've got a side and a total. Since I haven't given my side, you probably know what it's going to be. But I'm taking the under 48 in Rams and Colts. Both these teams, I'm now a big PFF guy. I got PFF Edge. I need them to give me a promo code for it because I'm all over it every day. There is a big advantage for both these teams in the run game, both for Jonathan Taylor and for Darrell Henderson. So I look for both these teams to run the ball a lot. They also run the ball a fair bit in neutral game scripts. They're both, the Colts last season ranked 29th in passing rate in neutral game scripts. The Rams are right around the middle. And last week, the Rams scored 34 points, right? But 2 of those touchdowns, 14 of those total points came on breakdowns from the Bears secondary that was very inexperienced and hadn't had a lot of time together leading up to the season. It's a very revamped defense and had some breakdowns. So I wouldn't look for the Colts to have that type of coverage breakdown in this game. I think 48 points is a lot. I think if we didn't see Matt Stafford put up a bunch of touchdowns, this total would be sitting at 44, 45. And I think it's just a lot of recency bias. And look, Carson Wentz was not very good last week. I think they'll run the ball a lot with Jonathan Taylor, Nyheim Hines, and that means less plays, more running clock, less points. I like under 48 in that game.
I like the pick.
I agree.
I have no issues with it at all.
Yeah, nothing, guys. All right, I am going with, and I think there's someone else on this panel that has this pick as well. But
Side.
I'm going under 48, the Browns-Texans game. I do not trust Mr. Taylor leading that Texans offense. But also, looking into pass attempts, Baker had the least amount of pass attempts last week with 28, and that was against the Chiefs.
Least amount of pass attempts.
Jeremy, that's just not the stat.
It is because this is going to be a run-heavy game.
Yeah,
I mean,
Nick
the Browns
Chubb.
are going to get up and
What
they're just going to run.
The 28 pass. Jameis had like 11 passes.
Yeah, he had 20 pass attempts, Jameis.
Then I must have read something wrong.
Maybe he had least per game last year.
No, it must have been something must have been wrong there.
Yeah, I think that was right. 28 is like a decent amount.
But
It's a big Nick Chubb game.
you get the point.
How about
they
this?
are going to run heavy on this game. And last year, the score was 10-7 between these two teams. And that was with Deshaun Watson
It was
playing.
also windy as fuck that game. So
I don't think the weather was that bad. It's a 10-7 game.
the weather was
The weather
bad.
was horrific.
Yeah, we watched it.
Like, how bad
together.
was the
I
weather?
with you.
I
It was like a
watched the
hailstorm.
game.
I think it was raining sideways.
Yeah. It was horrible.
I don't know if we
Every
had a
Browns
good
home game
game.
last year was a horrible weather game.
Yeah.
I love
Anyways,
this shit
Jeremy,
happening.
you're
Let
doing
me
fine.
help you.
You're doing fine.
I'm trying to do deep stats. I'm trying to get these stats going.
Let me help you out here.
Okay, yeah.
I have no stats either, but the Texans aren't that good of an offense. They got lucky against a really bad Jags defense. If they run the ball with Mark Ingram that much again, it's perfect for this under.
Yep.
I think they'll try and maybe air it out early if they can go 3 and out first couple of drives. They're just going to try and run the ball. The Browns, again, they can do it through the air, but I think it's Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt week.
To be clear, you're on the same pick?
Same pick for me.
Are the Texans at home?
No, it's in Cleveland.
It's in Cleveland? Okay.
So I just don't see the Texans putting up that many points this week. I think the Browns would score enough points for this to be over, but I don't think the Texans put up their part, so I'm taking this under.
Yeah.
Thank you, Avery. Appreciate that. Bro.
Great job, guys. Great job.
Little team effort right there.
We formulate a thought as one. This week.
Nothing like a little unisons to guide everyone to a loser.
Oh.
Okay, let's get to dogs. Give me your dog, Drew.
My dog is playing my favorite team, and I am taking the Titans plus 5.5 against the Seahawks in Seattle. This could be a win-win situation for me. The Seahawks could still win the game, and the Titans could cover.
Listen, you do not take this bet because that is so bullshit what you just did.
That's not the reason. That's not the reason.
No, I get, but you just came in here and you go, even if it loses, I'm going to be happy. So if you lose you money, I'm still kind of happy about it.
I have reasons. That's just the
fact.
That was going to be my conclusion, but that's just how I felt, so I started with that as the intro.
It's okay, Drew.
Here we are. The Seahawks blew out the Colts in week 1, right? Everyone's back on the Seahawks. Whenever everyone's on the Seahawks, they always disappoint the next game.
Sure.
They're not that consistent. Like, I've been a fan for years. They're not that consistent. I feel like this game will be very close. I feel like everyone is not respecting the Titans because they got blew out in week 1. The O-line coach came out and said, my O-line's going to come out with their hair on fire. I like that. I think the Titans are getting underrated with Tannehill, A.J. Brown, Julio Jones, Derrick Henry. Seahawks defense is not that good. That's my bet. I like the Titans to cover that 5.5 spread.
Sure.
I don't think anyone's underrating them. It's still too early to do that. I think this might be one of the least bet games of the weekend because I think a lot of people aren't sure what kind of Titans team we're going to see. With the new offensive coordinator last week, they didn't run as much of that typical play action that was so successful for them. So I'm interested to see how that changes this week.
Yeah.
It's kind of a stay away game from me, but
They'll probably watch the film and go, oh shit, we didn't run any play action.
I would like to see this hit on an over, maybe.
No, I think that's a lot of people are on the over.
What's the?
Then I don't want to take it.
The over.
It's probably 50,
it's like
right?
52, I think.
Yeah, it's a big number.
I know-
52. It gets
I think 67% of the money is on the Seahawks. So again, I'm kind of coming around to this fade the public thing that you guys are on. So
Last week, Drew looked dead in the camera and was like, "Oh, I'm Tyler.
Yeah, no,
I say I'm right because I fade the public."
It's just if you've been around T-Mac for long enough, you understand that it works. It's not like just something crazy.
All right, Danny.
I think I'm with the public on every single one of my bets here. I have Bengals plus 2.5, directly fading Avery there. I'm also not really a stats person. I just kind of hate Andy Dalton. Don't really want to see him do well. Joe Mixon might actually be good this year.
Oh my God.
We don't know.
I love it.
And like the only saving grace for the Bears is probably their defense, I would say. And that's kind of why I'd go.
Sick to see Justin Fields in the second half of this game.
Okay,
That's
yes. If
exactly
Justin
what I
Fields
would
was
say.
starting, I would have maybe
Andy
switched
Dalton
my
revenge
bet.
game
But
against Bengals. I forgot about
People
that.
forget.
Yeah, he was a Bengal
Big
QB
revenge
for
game.
a decade.
So
I hate him.
I think it's very clear what's going to happen here because I'll get to my dog in a moment. But either Danny stays and we look like a couple of betas, or Danny's
yeah,
not
I'm
good
off.
at this and she's toast.
I feel sharp on the Bears. I'm not gonna lie.
And I feel extremely sharp on the Colts plus 3.5 this week. A home dog. Look, I was on the home dog last week with the Raiders. Won outright. That was extremely sharp by me, even though that game was a complete shit show and could have
Not
gone
humble
anyway.
at all.
No need to be
You gotta
humble. If you
celebrate
know.
when you win.
No need to be humble. But I like the Colts plus 3.5. I think this is a good matchup for the Colts to run the ball. The Rams' pass defense we know how good it is. I don't think they're going to put the ball in Carson Wentz's hands a lot in this game after last week. I think they'll run the ball a lot with Jonathan Taylor at home. 3.5 points is a lot for a road favorite. This game's going to be tight. It's going to be close. Like I said, it's going to be low scoring. So I like taking up the points in a game that might be the lowest scoring game, I think, on the week. I think we're a little bit too high on the Rams and their passing offense against a crappy Bears secondary last week. So I like the Colts a lot. This is my favorite play of the week for sure. So I like the Colts plus 3.5.
That's not going to be a popular pick. Like, I mean, that's good for you. That's the definition of T-Mac right there. That's a pick.
Nobody wants to bet the Colts after
No.
last week.
I mean, the Colts have a bad secondary too, though.
I don't think it's bad. Again, from PFF's numbers and stats, this was a fine matchup for the Colts. This wasn't a bad matchup. It's definitely two teams, I think, that'll run the ball a lot, so it'll be a close game.
You'll have to cheer on your guy Carson Wentz.
Yeah, I've been on the record saying how much I can't stand him, but look,
guy.
take care of the ball, Carson, this week, and let's cover the spread.
Don't forget about your completion
Or don't.
percentage. Just
Yeah.
forget about your completion
Yeah, throw
percentage.
the ball away. Don't get sacked.
Don't take those sacks. All right, Jared, what do you got?
So after going 1-2 last week, I had to get in the lab and pick a game that absolutely made no sense, and that's exactly what I did this week for my dog.
This sounds you're going to give us something that the public loves if you're saying it makes no sense.
No, the public. Well, yeah.
Are you fading your brain?
I'm fading the public.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Nice.
And it's
Let's hear it.
Vikings +3.
Nice, Jeremy.
Everyone's high on the
Jared.
Cardinals. We got to
Yeah.
remember, though, the Titans, they look like shit. Julio was off. The offensive line was horrendous. This comes out of the Vikings playbook. Dalvin Cook's going to get like 2+ touchdowns this game. I think he gets 2 touchdowns this game. The Vikings will somehow win this game, and we'll find out that the Cardinals just aren't as good as we're saying right now.
I like that.
It seems like one of those classic NFL gambling games here where it makes your skin crawl. It's ugly, right?
Yes.
But it just seems like it's going to work out. They look
Yes.
so bad. They lost to the Bengals aren't good.
I love this bet, Jer.
Yeah,
I might
I
have
like
to be
it.
on it too. I love it because I think we all walked away from last week the most impressed by the Cardinals by far.
Yeah.
So that means you can be most disappointed by the Cardinals
Yes.
this week.
Yes.
Yep. I like it.
Sharp. Okay,
Love
I'm
that
going.
play.
A guy who fucked us last week, Kyle Shanahan, fantasy wise, is going to get fucked this week. I'm taking Eagles +3, sprinkling a little money line. I walked away from last week saying Jalen Hurts is a very, very capable NFL quarterback. You said they're going to have to throw, which I don't love for Jalen Hurts, but I think this game is much closer than we think it's going to be. 49ers, they're a good team, whatever. That offense is going to be good. They should run the ball a little bit. I just think they keep it at home as dogs. I like the Eagles +3 in this spot.
In Philadelphia?
Yes.
Yes.
So they're going from Detroit to Philadelphia without. Are they going to go home first, you think?
Well, I don't know. If they went
The
home.
49ers. I think I like the pick a lot.
Do we? You got a home dog too, right?
Yes.
Do you know if you have a home
So we
I
got,
think so.
we've all got
No,
home
I thought
dogs
the Cardinals
except
were at home.
Danny's
I
on
think the
road.
Cardinals
I'm
are
an
home.
away.
Oh, the Cardinals are at home?
I'm
Who
on
do
the
you-
Titans are away at
Oh,
Seattle.
right. That's my bad. Well, I like that play. I like that play, Ave.
That's a good one.
I feel sharp.
Yeah.
This can only disappoint myself, but I feel sharp this week.
Yeah. And I mean, Jeremy, it sounds like Dalvin Cook's going to be in your owner's box lineups this
Yes,
week.
for sure, 100%.
Yeah, be sure to check out our 50K Week 2 contest. If you use promo code Drew9, you're going to get a $10 free entry as well. We're going to post our plays on our Twitter, on our Instagram. You'll find out what Jared's on and what Sandy's on. You probably won't want to bet it. You'll probably just want to ride with Mr. 3-0. Definitely not 0-3. But as well, definitely check out Owner's Box on Instagram and Twitter for our plays on Sunday. Posts will be out then. Let's stay accountable.
Yep.
Let's find some winners.
Yes. Make
Except-
some money.
Danny, I hope you don't find yourself a winner.
Yeah. I hope
Right
you
back
don't
at you
find
two.
Another one.
All right, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.